Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.
Are you ready?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Drivers, start your engines.
Race activated. Sheer passion. Change the game forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Racing with Celebs.
Yes, you guessed right. You are tuned into Racing with Celebs. Hello, my name is Donovan Clyde, and our word for the day is push to pass. A system in which engine power is increased for short periods to create a short burst of extra speed. This can be done by increasing the boost pressure in a turbocharged car, increasing the maximum RPM, or using a separate system to provide power. I hope you are buckled up into your seat and ready for another episode of Racing with Celebs, the program where we put the rich and famous through their paces and see if their talents exceed our expectations. We are back to entertain you with some exciting new adventures to satisfy your adrenaline-rushed hobby. Today we are at Formula K SA track in Benoni. The 2.2 kilometer track twists and turns more than a pretzel and is primarily designed for karts. It is a modifiable circuit with fast, slow and technical sections that is set to be built to strict standards set by the FIA, the world governing body of motorsport. Today we will be entertained by Master of Ceremonies Mack Rapapali. Mack's been an artist, MC, voice-over artist, radio presenter and was a key player in the Cape Town entertainment and clubbing scenes. Having DJ'd and MC at many major events and parties, he loves rugby, supports the Blue Bulls and is down to earth and open-minded. Mack is a radio presenter on Jacaranda FM. It was always his childhood dream to broadcast and be part of the largest independent commercial radio stations in South Africa. More about this versatile talent from my chommy and co-host Johan Snyman.
Thank you, Donovan. Looks like we need to get our ducks in a row. It's never easy to interview another presenter. Hello, my name is Johan Snyman, but first, let's have a look at the track we'll be racing on today. The European-style multi-layout track features fast sections, technical sections, a great variety of corner types, and several turns which is noticeably banked. They guarantee you to have adrenaline-pumping thrills and lots of fun. It's now time to introduce you to our celebrity for today, Mack Rapapali. Mack, welcome to Racing with Celebs. It's an honor for us to have you on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's great being here and I'm excited.
Have you ever been on a karting track before?
No, not on a professional kart, but I've done a couple of things with a car too. But yeah, I'm not a bad boy, but I like bad things, right? Yeah.
What are your expectations for today?
A lot of adrenaline. I guess it's all about control at the end of the day, so I just have to keep that focus cap on.
Well, it's time for our safety briefing.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Join us after the break as we head straight into race action here at the Formula K circuit in Benoni with Mack Rapapali from Jacaranda Stereo. Welcome to this edition of Racing with Celebs, proudly brought to you by all our associate sponsors. We're back at the Formula K circuit just outside of Benoni and Boksburg, and this time out, we got a little MC joining us. Mack Rapapali will join us for the very first time and see what his capabilities are, all the way from Jacaranda Stereo. Is he able to go and run with some of our Formula K and Racing with Celebrity crew? Race 1, and we're about to get a green flag, and off the line, not the usual way of starting karts. Of course, they would normally start on a rolling format. But here at the Formula K circuit, in these rentals, it's Flippy who gets the lead. And looks like Mack is going to try. No, Mack, in fact, has got the whole shot. He's got out ahead of Jaco and Flippy there into third. So Rapapali now with a great start there for his MC debut here in karting. Can he make the soothing sounds of karting as good as the soothing sounds that he gets in the clubs and on the radio station? We'll wait and see as he heads up towards the top of the hill. We're on board with him, looking straight into the eyes. And eyes on the prize by the looks of things there, as he's opened up a big margin. That's not a bad effort there for his first time out in a race. And hanging on to the front end now to try and keep out the rest of this pack. In there we've got, of course, Dion Ruert, Flippy Venter, Johan Snyman, Ruben Straden. We've got Jaco Wessels and Johan Habst. And they're all being given a big lesson in how to go karting. Oh, Mack is doing a great job. The Mack is back in town, that is for sure, here in Benoni. And I'm sure that everybody who's a big fan of his on Jacaranda are going to be suitably impressed with the way that this young man has got behind the wheel of this car and got away. Look at the tune of that distance between second and third and the leader. Second and third changes up as they come up the hill. Cool conditions here today, a little bit colder than what we'd normally have, but great for the engines of these cars. Not so good for the traction because the track temperatures are quite low with the cool conditions that we do have today. And now as we get into those cool conditions, it looks like Mack is starting to heat things up at the front end, pulling away from our crew of Racing with Celebrity drivers. These are guys who've been involved in the sport a little bit longer than Mack has, but doesn't look like they've even got an answer to him just yet. Battle for second and third heating up. Oh, and Johan Habst has got it out of shape. That is not the way to go into turn number 2. A little bit too hot there, and you can see it's cost him dearly. And the battle for second now, starting to heat up. Problems here as well. Pulling to the sideline, Jaco Wessels with a bit of an issue as he pulls to the sideline. So 2 of our usual contenders out of it. Heading to the top of the hill, yet again another change up for second place now. Second place has opened up ever so slightly there in third and fourth. Fourth place at this point in time is Johan Snyman. Snyman closing things down now onto the back end. And looking for an opportunity from P4 to P3. There you go. Down the hill into the final corner and makes it stick. Mack, though, has just dominated big time. And you can see, look at the way he's using. I think he's definitely had some karting experience at some point in his career. You don't see a lot of wheel maneuvering like that from a rookie. He's certainly probably been involved in some form of karting at some point in his career. And of course, that includes not only being an MC and a voiceover artist, but one of the big radio presenters on Jacaranda FM. But he spun out. Oh, I've given him the commentator's curse. Can he keep it all together and get going again? Problem is he's stuck now. Oh, and he can't even get to the wheels. He's looking for opportunities. There you can see in the corner screen how he spun out all on his own. He gets going, but he's dropped down 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 positions. Yeah, 4 positions now. Down into 4th place. And he's only got a couple of laps to try and make up that ground. Yellow flag is out though due to the fact that we've had a couple of incidents on track, and you can see now the top 3 going down across the line and into turn 1. And looks like there's going to be a bit of fun and games now as we get into the closing stages here of Heat 1. Is there a kart on the sideline? That's possibly why the yellow flags are out. Yeah, there is a kart there parked on the left-hand side of turn 2. Where is Mack? He's just in the background. He's moving up just ahead there and up into, he's still in 4th place, but on one of the back markers. Closing things down now. And you've got 1, 2, and 3 on track just behind that 4th place. Mack Rapapali looking for a chance now to possibly get back into the lead of this race. He's got enough time. He's just got to keep it smooth. Cannot afford to make any mistakes. Back down the hill. This wheel try and carry the corner speed. Try and carry that speed onto the straight. And there you can see he still hasn't got past the back marker. He's battling to find a way through there on that back marker. We're on board with him. Here we go. Oh, he's bumped the GoPro ever so slightly though, but we've still got an opportunity to see it. And there you can see working hard as they go through. It's a hard day in the saddle in a kart, that's for sure. There's not any suspension on this kart at all. And he's looking across saying, he's just doing a little adjustment on our GoPro. I think he realized he might have just bumped the GoPro there ever so slightly. But he's readjusted it for us, so we'll get an opportunity now to see him heading into the closing stages. Still in 4th place. I don't think we're going to see possibly moved up into 3rd there on that overtake maneuver. But Rapapali now with some work to do into the closing stages if he wants to get back onto the top step of the podium. I don't think he's got enough time though. Let's wait and see. We're on 9 of 12. Oh, there still might be a chance here. He's got to close things down a bit quicker than what he's doing though. And now looking for chances if there are any. Carry corner speed up the hill is not an easy thing to do, and particularly with the karts that don't have a great amount of power in them. These are the rental karts here at Formula K. Oh, looks like somebody's got out of shape on the rental kart as well. Yes, it's Snyman. And looks like, is that Mack who's looped out in? Yes, it is. Mack has looped out as well. Potentially a little bit of debris on the circuit though. And both Snyman and Rapapali getting it out of shape on the same corner. A little bit of inconsistency there from Snyman. Normally gets very smooth driving out of him. Maybe just pushing it to the limit to try and open up that opportunity and open up the chance for the win. Rapapali going off in sympathy, I think, there, as he got a little bit out of shape. But needless to say, we're into the closing stages here of this first heat. And we'll wait and see how things are going to change up here. We can see that Rapapali has got what it takes to stay at the front end of a race. That is for sure, if he doesn't make any mistakes. Checkered flag is out. And it's Flippy Fenter who takes the win ahead of Vessels and Snyman. Rapapali comes through there for 4th place, so nice recovery from him. And considering the fact that he spun out twice, remember, and Ruben Snyman ahead of Ruert and Hapst. He looks like he's a happy man. Now fired up for race number 2. Visor down, eyes on the prize. Can he get the drop? A little bit slow off the line there, but he's got that inside line for turn 1. And if he just keeps it all together, turn 1 eventually becomes a right-hander at turn 2, and it's a good start there from him. Once again, getting the drop on the rest of this pack. So Rapapali now going to try and hang on. This time he doesn't want to make any mistakes. He's joined by Fenter and Ruert, Snyman. We've got Shaquille Ferrer there as well, and we've also got Johan Hapst. Hapst, of course, has spun out. Shaquille also in a little bit of spin there right from the word go. So some fun games to be had here as they head up the hill now for the first time here in race number 2. And our DJ and MC showing a clean pair of wheels there to get away from everybody else. Usually on the 1s and 2s, this time he's on 4 wheels as opposed to the 1s and 2s on the deck. But nothing wrong with that. Or spinning out in the background as well. A couple of drivers having their own little issues. But Rapapali is doing it all right and getting away. Perfectly done so far for him. How far back? Well, you can see there it is. The gap starting to open up between 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th. And that gap needs to close things down. They've got to work together here. In karting, you've got to work as hard as you can, but you've also got to try and use the advantage of another kart, because 2 karts definitely go through the air quicker than 1 if you can get into that slipstream. And that's exactly what Snyman is trying to do now. Looking to close things down there onto the back end of this 2nd pack. Look at the gap that Mack has opened up, though. It's pretty impressive. Flippy from Dion Hapst. And then you've got Johan in the background there, Snyman. Just not able to find a way through here on 2nd, 3rd and 4th just yet. The problem they're worried about, though, is the pace from the man out front. And on a similar vein to what we saw with Mornay staying only a couple of weeks ago at the V-Town circuit, looks like Mack Rapapali has got a really good potential of taking a win here. He messed it up in the first one with a couple of mistakes, but this time out, I'm sure the head's on right and he's not going to make the same kind of mistakes again. Mistakes potentially coming out for 2nd and 3rd as the pressure starts to be applied. Can we see a dive on the inside for 2nd? Yes, we can. Oh, it's very, very close between the 2 of them. They're running wide. And now in with a chance. Oh, that bit of running wide could be costly. Yeah. Oh, very close between the 2 of them. And run wide again. Corner speed and the right line through the corner is vital in karting. You make one mistake and you run offline, and it's just going to be a costly outing, and you can see why. Already 2nd place, opening up 3, 4, 5 kart lengths over the battle now for 3rd. So we've got a huge gap for the leader. 2nd place now opening up also a commanding style lead for the battle for second, third and fourth, but 3 and 4 have closed down yet again. And 3 and 4 now closing down with an opportunity here for a chance for third to change, or fourth to change to third. Here we go. Sneeman finds the way through. He's got the inside line and he carries good corner speed, but yet again, the big man trying to find a way past and return the favour. Just squares off the corner a little bit too much there and loses the drive up the hill. So that's going to give Sneeman a chance now to move to fourth. So we've got 3, 4 fighting here. Second place just up the road. They have been able to close things down now on the second place card, but there's no sight of Mack Rapapali out front. He has disappeared and is hanging on with only about 5 laps to go. Battle for second, third and fourth starting to heat up, and there's a move for second. Oh, great drive and good out-braking maneuver. Carries the speed up the hill now. The right-hander means he's got the inside line for turn number 4, but good drive from our man in third place, been able to get back into second. And in fact, Sneeman looking for a chance now to squeeze through into third. Very close between them, very, very close between them. Great card action here. Oh, Mack out front now. I can't afford to make any mistakes with 3 laps to go. Oh, and he's made one! Can you believe it? Oh, this time he kept it going though. He's got a decent enough lead, and I think he'll be able to hang on to the lead and not lose it, but it is going to allow, there you go, second, third and fourth to close things down on him. It's going to be a little bit closer now. You can't afford to make mistakes like that. We saw how far and how it affected him in the first one. He dropped down into fourth place. He was able to get back to third and then eventually finished up in fourth after a second spin. So you cannot afford to make any mistakes now in the vital part of this race. Mack will realize that. He's going to try and concentrate now as much as he can, not to carry too much corner speed, not to make mistakes like we've seen. Battle for second is now turned into the battle for third. Sneeman leads out that battle at this point, but a spin. Flippy spun in second. Yeah, he spun out from second. That is Sneeman up to second place now. So Flippy unfortunately getting it all wrong there, and Fenter drops back down into fifth place. Sneeman hangs on for second at this point in time. Ruet and Shaquille, unfortunately he spun out earlier on, but Haps is in there. Haps now looking for a chance to spoil the day. We're on 10 of 12, 2 to go here. And Mack is hanging on. He looks pretty cool, calm and collected behind that visor. But now we'll wait and see if he can just keep it all together. He looks across, starting to use a little bit of the karting skills that he's picked up here. Looking down on the circuit when you get a chance. Sometimes you get a chance to see the other part of the track and you can work out how far back your competitors are or your rivals are in a race. He has a rivalry that's opened up. And yes, change up for second. Sneeman demoted down to third place now with probably a lap to go. And there's the gap between first, second, third and fourth. Just in the foreground was Mack Rapapali, our leader and our celebrity. 2, 3 and 4 now heading up into turn 2. Back up the hill. Final lap, and he's done it all right this time, has not made any mistakes. He's got 2 corners to go. One of them is this one. It takes him down the hill. It's a little flick to the left and then to the right. And the checkered flag is waiting. Rapapali is going to take the second victory here today. He'll be happy with that. As he comes through, the checkered flag is waiting. And that's how you do things. Rapapali taking the win from Ruet. Jan Sneeman and Haps coming through for 3 and 4. And then it's Fenter who beats out Shaquille for Ed. Comes through there for 6th place.
Race 1, it was a bit tricky, especially going around the curves, but it's a bit fun, even though I was a little bit angry with myself at some point, because now I kept on slipping off the curves and just getting off and then trying to get back on speed. But race 1 was amazing. The experience was quite fun. And then race 2, that's where I got the hang of it. I mean, I'm a champion. Come on, guys. I came out first, but I guess also I misjudged one of the curves, and I ended up, off the race barn, and then I came back on, and then, yeah. But I should say the experience today was quite amazing. It was energetic, adrenaline junkie. It pushed me. I kept on going. And man, I just want to do more. But then, yeah, well, it's the end of the race. Look, I'm considering doing this professionally now. I've been sitting and thinking about it, that I think I should now do this professionally. But who knows? But I'll be back very soon. I'll be back.
Up next is catch up with Mack Rapapali and find out what's happening in his career in radio.
We are back with artist, MC and radio presenter Mack Rapapali. Mack, how does a guy from Welkom end up on one of the biggest radio stations?
Listen, it is, to be honest with you, it was one of the longest journeys ever. I had to go through different radio stations before I got to Jacaranda, obviously, until Jacaranda managed to scoop me. But there's a very interesting and a long story behind it, which I will not obviously now share with you because it's very long. We'll be sitting here until tomorrow morning. But I think I was lucky. Went through foot in the door, kind of auditions, didn't even know that, I was going to get the gig or not. I just came here because I wanted to come here, but I always wanted to work for Jacaranda at the end of the day. So jumped in the car, funny enough, came through with my cop friends because I didn't trust Gauteng in general that much, right? So I was escorted here by cop friends, took me to Monte Casino, went in, did the auditions, went back home, forgot that I even came for an interview. And then 6 months later, only then, Jacaranda contacted me like, hey bro, you got a slot on A. I was like, huh? You guys now. For sure, like only now. Like I came here like 6 months ago, and now you're only calling me right now to come back to Jacaranda and have a gig. But look, it was quite of a long journey. It was, back and forth. I took a couple of knocks here and there. Yes. But I kept the momentum going. And found myself at Jax, and I'm happy to be at Jax.
No, that's fantastic. And while on air, what's one of the most funniest things that ever happened to you?
Dude, this is crazy, bro. Like, because obviously I've moved from daytime to nighttime. Yes. Nighttime callers are very weird, but they are the best callers because they've got so much interviews, right? So I got a call from a truck driver who wanted to propose to the girlfriend, who's actually a truck driver. And I had to put this out on air. So they put me on the spot that we need you to make it official on air so that tomorrow morning we wake up to go sign. So I had to literally marry these two guys, not even knowing what to say, but I came up with just a random wedding proposal, marriage type of thing, ceremony on air. And I think that's one of the things that stands out for me and the weirdest thing that has ever happened. And it happened at midnight.
Well, and if you have talent like you do, it's easy.
I mean, well, you can play around with it, but when you're marrying two people, you don't know what to say. You're not even a pastor. It's like, okay, do you take your aunt to be your, okay, well, whatever. It's done, And they actually did get married.
No, that's fantastic news, eh? I'm going to throw something into, spanner into the works. Let's say we are done filming here, and you get into the car and you heard the news that you've won 10 million rand. What's the first thing that you will do?
Okay, 10 million rand, number one, I would want to build a massive charity home. Yes. For the street oaks, you know what I mean? Just for themselves to have a shelter. Yes. I would love to see a proper big shelter in the country, and especially for those who are unemployed, to stay there for like 6 months and be able to look for a job while they're at it. Yes. And then from there on, I'll probably take a trip, go overseas, come back and just hand it out maybe to a kids charity, and then the rest I'll invest it overseas.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you can describe yourself in 3 words?
I'm fun, crazy, energetic. Okay, geez, 3 words, that's not enough. But anyway, fun, crazy, energetic. That's Mack. I'm a bundle of joy.
Well said. Mack, thank you for your time today. We had a lot of fun and we hope that you've enjoyed it with us today.
Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. It was amazing. Thanks a lot.
Donovan, take us home.
On the next episode of Racing with Celebs, it's episode 12 and we head into the newsroom. Newsroom Africa's Carmen Reddy comes and joins us and sees what she can do on some of the black stuff out on the South African tracks with our Racing with Celebs crew.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Racing with Celebs. Please take care of yourselves and your loved ones. For more information on this series, please visit our Facebook page, Racing with Celebs, or our website, racingwithcelebs.co.za. Till next week, take care.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.